Welcome everyone to CV Pod right here on ChannelVisionMag.com. Brady Hicks, an editor with ChannelVision Magazine, and today I'm very excited to talk with him. He is a representative from Parallels, a division of Corel Corporation. We have with us Dennis Colar. Dennis is the Director of Strategic Alliances and Channel Partners with Parallels. How you doing today, Dennis?
Outstanding, Brady.
I'm really excited to chat with you, Dennis, because there's so much that I have to learn. Obviously, a lot of people know about Corel, but could you talk a little bit about Parallels and what that company is about?
Sure. So, and many of your listeners may know of Parallels, or they'll pause and say, "Oh, yeah, I know that set of products." We are a virtualization company, and we started years ago, almost 30 years ago now, with our flagship product, which was called Parallels Desktop for Mac. And that was our first foray into virtualization. What we did with that product was enabled a Mac user to virtualize Windows, an instance of Windows on their Mac. So they could get the best of both worlds, running both the Mac operating system in parallel with the Windows operating system. So, and we continue to move that product forward. So we really got started on the Wintel or the Intel chipset when Apple adopted that, but subsequently with the move away from Intel to creating their own proprietary chipsets with the M1 and M2 products, we have continued to evolve our desktop product. So what that does is it speaks to our strength and our partnership with Apple and Microsoft to continue to evolve this solution set as technologies and partnerships have changed.
I totally remember those products, and that is absolutely amazing to get to talk to somebody from that company in particular. I keep hearing about the Remote Application Server, or RAS. Would you be able to talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. And so RAS is the next extension, if you will, into virtualization for us. So whereas our desktop product enabled us to virtualize an instance of Windows on a Mac, now we're giving through Remote Application Server, we're flipping it on the other end. So if you have users who need to access a Windows environment vis-a-vis published applications or even virtualized desktops, we have an all-encompassing complete solution that allows those users, whatever device, whatever operating system, whatever tablet or mobile device that they're using, to access your Windows environments, both applications and desktops, from a single solution. So we've kind of turned it on its head, right? So before we were very specific to a product and to a solution set. Now we turn it the other way around, from the user's experience to make it ubiquitous access across any product or solution set that the end user chooses to use.
Okay, very interesting. Now, I know that you guys have developed the program to leverage RAS, as you call it, within an MSP business model. Could you talk about that angle, MSP?
Yeah. So again, so we've always had the traditional subscription licensing, but we really quickly realized and go to market, as we discussed with partners and with customers, or with customers who said, I prefer to use a service provider because they take care of all my needs, right? And so in the mid to small space, many of our customers are served through managed service providers. So we stole a playbook from Microsoft with their SPLA licensing program, or service provider license agreement. This is what the acronym means, and it's now known as the CSP, or Cloud Service Provider program. So we created a licensing program specifically for our service provider partners who deliver solutions and manage those solutions for their customers day in and day out. It's a wholesale program. It's designed to target, again, a service provider who makes a service out of our solution sets. So they're embedding our technology into the infrastructure for their customer. They're managing the tier 1, tier 2 type ticketing. So they're managing the support. They're the face, if you will, to the customer for all things support-wise. And we also enable the product to be white labeled. So if the customer wants their own logo on the solution set, or the partner wants to have their own logo on the solution set, we're perfectly fine if they white label the solution. So we wrap that all up as a service to our partners with a very simplified concurrent user licensing program. So you pay as you go. So if your customers use 10 licenses on 1 month, we'll bill you for 10 licenses. If they use 5 licenses on the next month, we'll bill you for 5 licenses. So it varies. So the partners always have a clear understanding of what their cost is to deliver the solution with us. And we wrap it all around with a 7x24 support model for our partners as well. So when you need us, we're there to back you up, and we'll hold your hand through the process of getting it deployed, designed for your customers' needs as well.
Well, it sounds like RAS has a lot of value to the partners. Would you be able to talk a little bit about what's new or what's upcoming with Parallels RAS?
Yeah, so we continue to evolve this product as well. So we have just released version 19. Version 19 really speaks to the evolution into the cloud. So we've embedded more of our solution sets to work with the functionality of platforms like Azure, AWS, so that with Windows virtual desktops and Windows virtual environments on Azure, you have a quicker, easier way to deploy those solution sets with and through RAS, as well as to manage them through our console. Likewise, we've tightened the integration in with AWS as well to make auto scaling and deployment of the solution with and through that platform much simpler. So what we do on those platforms with this newer version is we enable partners and customers to use and consume those services with the benefits of the easy to use management console and user interfaces from RAS.
That's fantastic. I also know a huge deal has been the Owingu acquisition there. Could you talk about some of the benefits of that transaction and maybe the value add for partners?
Yeah, so we're early on in stages of integrating the two organizations. We announced this back in the latter part of June. So as we're moving through that, but suffice it to say it's this. Whereas Parallels and RAS, we think of it as a client server type solution set and architecture. Even though we do provide client and clientless access, what we get with the addition of the Owingu solution is a workspaces solution set. So again, this is appropriate for a particular set of customers. So if a customer needs just pure HTML5 or clientless types of access to workspaces to share, again, desktops, applications, files, collaboration tools, that's the strength that Owingu brings to us. So the way I look at it is we look to the older architectures of client server, which served us so well with desktop and with RAS. Now we have Owingu that takes this whole thing away from a client or a server-based solution, and we put it up into the cloud. So it's really the next evolution, just like desktop was to RAS, or RAS was to desktop. Now we have Owingu to RAS. So they're accretive. They build on each other as the technology moves forward. And the good news is that they're all backwards compatible. So we know we have many partners that we serve today and work with who have a myriad of customers with a wide range of different technologies that are out there, but they're all backwards compatible from our point of view.
Well, I know backward compatibility is huge, really, as things continue to scale and grow. That's tremendous. Dennis, one of the other themes that I'm kind of sensing is about the partnership and the value to the partner. Could you talk about Parallels partner program? How can somebody join up? How can they get engaged, get started, and What are some of the benefits of the Parallel Partner Program?
Well, I think one of the key, I'll start with the benefits first. The key benefits to our program is we keep it simple for the partners. It's not difficult to understand. Meaning you understand that the pricing model, it's a pay-as-you-go model. The more you consume, the greater the discount that you obtain. The requirements for the program are pretty simple. One, that you do adhere to the tier 1 and tier 2 support model, meaning you're going to manage this solution and deploy it on your customer's behalf. You're going to be taking on that tier 1 and tier 2 support. And we get to at least 2 people technically certified. So think of it as, if you're running a 7x24 shop where you have needs that you've got 2 people that are technically certified and know how to use the solution set, how to manage and build customers into the console and administer the solution. And that's pretty much it. And we keep it very simple. Again, we're looking for partners who work with us in a wholesale model, who can manage the solution set on behalf of their customers. And we support the partner directly with 7x24 support.
Well, it sounds like there's a whole lot to get excited about regarding Parallels, and certainly great opportunities for the customer, the partner, the provider, everything alike. As we kind of move into the rest of this year and even into 2023 and beyond, what sort of things, Dennis, can we look forward to with Parallels? Any announcements or anything kind of coming up down the pike?
Well, aside from the Owingu components, I think you'll see some further clarification about our technology. So I would just say stay on the lookout from that perspective. What you may not understand is that Parallels is part of the KKR umbrella of organizations. So what that means to us and to our partners is that we have a very strong and financially capable backer for our solution, who continues to invest in the Parallels products and suites of services, which is why you see acquisitions into technologies like Owingu. There will be others as we build out our services, and as we move forward, we will only do that with and through our partner community. So we do not sell direct. We only work with and through partners, whether you're selling our wholesale SPLA solution set or licensing program, or our subscription-based solution sets.
Oh, hey, it helps to have somebody in your corner, right?
It absolutely does. And again, that's why we want to keep it as simple as possible. So there's no commitments, right? Monthly. There's no prepays. This is, you get started, and we know once we get a partner to understands our technology and they get through the certification process, which is very simple. It's really a series of examinations broken down in increments. So we make it very simple for them to consume. All up, all in, you can get your basic certification within a couple of hours. We also have an advanced certification because as we've evolved the product, we put more sophistication into the solution for things like SAML and multi-factor authentication. We do have a multi-tenant solution set architecture, which helps many of our mid-tier providers who have a multitude of customers on a common infrastructure have the ability to scale the solution and manage a multitude of different customers and customer configurations through a single pane of glass. So again, we stick to simplicity. If anybody out there has an interest in pursuing us, go to parallels.com and just check on the partners component of parallels.com. You'll find Raz, and that will lead you right to us. Or if you want to reach out directly, it's real simple. It's Parallels Service Provider, PSP, at parallels.com. And my team will pick that up and we'll reach out to you directly.
Dennis, I feel like you're kind of one step ahead of me there, but that's great. People should definitely go online, check out parallels.com, the partner portal right there on the site. It's parallels.com/partners. And for more information, of course, don't hesitate to reach out. Dennis, thank you so much for the time today.
It's been my pleasure.
All right. And while you guys are online checking out all the great stuff that Parallels and Corel have going on, don't forget to also visit channelvisionmag.com. Check out all the on-demand podcasts and CVTVs and webinars and content available right there on demand on the website for you to check out. And with Channel Vision Magazine, and of course, on behalf of Parallels, I'm Brady Hicks. Everybody have a great day.